This is Anne Hathaway. It's from the photo was from the movie Becoming Jane, about Jane Austen, from a few years back. I titled it Becoming Anne, but it was a long process to do that one. It's a lot of work, but I think she came out pretty well, and it was just an inspiring piece to do. I haven't done a lot of portraits. The portraits I had done in the past have been more abstract or impressionistic, and this one I really wanted to be more realistic, and so I spent a lot more time on her, and but it was lots of fun to do, and I'm very proud of it. It really began in kindergarten. I started, like everybody else, got to do the little finger paints, and the other thing that intrigued me was the crayons, just taking crayons and coloring all one color and then cover it with a whole another color and another color, and then taking your fingernail and drawing a little sketch. And I just was fascinated by that, and that piqued it, and from then on, I've always just loved art. I do so much stuff that is different than other stuff. I do portraits, highly detailed portraits, like Anne. But I also do a lot of abstract. I do landscapes. I think probably the biggest thing is that they'd be surprised at how much variety I do, and also how much time goes into it. A lot of artists spend a lot of time, but especially my portraits take, hundreds of hours to do.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably the biggest thing. Well, it's interesting because there are people out there and some teachers out there and stuff that say, no, you really need to figure out what you're going to do, and you need to do that. And that's fine, that is good, but I'm a creative person. I want to be creative, and part of being creative is doing something different. I don't want to do the same thing all the time. I'm inspired by other artists. That's one, is other artists, and also just everything there is around us. We're so blessed with having such a beautiful world and a beautiful, especially in Northern California here, so many different things. You can be at the beach, you can see the beautiful water and the beautiful rocks that are inspiring, or you can be up here in the mountains. And the beautiful views and the waterfalls and the rivers and the animals. And I've met a lot of artists over the years, and many of them are so good that I just love to see what they do, and that inspires me to do more and challenges me to do more and do better. Take advantage of everything Blue Line has to offer, and work at it. Spend some time at it. Blue Line offers so many things year round, and it's so good. I've been able to take classes. I took a ceramics class earlier this year. I'd never done ceramics before. It was wonderful, and I've seen some kids do that, and so I would just encourage them to, number one, take advantage of what is available. And number two, spend some time and work at it, because it's something you can do your whole life, and it provides relief and satisfaction, and it's worth doing. And it's, like I said, it's something that can be done your whole life. I do oil painting. I like oils. I've done acrylics, I've done a little bit of watercolor, I've done a few other things, but I prefer oils. I just love the way they flow. I love to be able to move and blend. I worked with one of Blue Line's instructors here, Tegan McLarnon, and she is so fine, and she has taught me so much more about color. I've always loved color, but when I worked with her, we basically used 4 or maybe 5 colors, just your basic colors and blend everything or mix everything from that. And so that's it's one of the reasons I like oil. I'm not doing the egg tempera that she does, but I love the oil. Oh, I think they're even more important now because we're just inundated with junk and negative stuff all the time that you can't turn the TV on or even your phone or your iPad or anything else without seeing negative stuff. And we need our bodies, our psyche needs to have healthy stuff too and positive stuff. And art provides that. Walking around the gallery today, I saw so many beautiful things and so many different things, photography, paint, sculpture, so many different things, and each one of them is precious, it's beautiful in its own way, and it feeds the soul. And so I think it's even more important. I'm so glad that the galleries are now getting to reopen so that people can get back in and take advantage of it. It's nice to see it online. It's not the same as seeing it in person. Kind of like I mentioned about the classes, there's so many things that Blue Line offers. With a members show, with solo shows, with all kinds of shows every year. It gives a lot of artists a lot of opportunity to show their work and see other people's work. And it also offers a place to come and learn something new, learn a new skill. It has a great reputation. It's well known, and I love being part of it, and hope to be a part of it for a long time.